Let me get on with it.
Hello everyone, you having a good day so far? Amazing, you ready to see some really cool birds? Fantastic. I'm Chloe, I'm going to tell you all about the really cool birds that we're going to see today. But I couldn't do the show all on my own, so to my right you'll see Tippy giving you a big wave. You want to give her a big wave back? Fantastic, hi Tippy. And then somewhere just behind there you might see a hand waving, and that is the lovely Karen. And they are going to be doing all the hard work for me whilst I tell you about the birds that are coming out today. But you didn't come to meet us, you came to meet some animals. So you ready to see our first bird? Fantastic. So just in a moment, we will be meeting the lovely Tiara. And Tiara is a striated caracara. Currently, she is actually molting, so she will not be doing too much flying at the moment. However, these birds are extremely well adapted to living on the ground, and they won't do much flying at home anyway. What they do is they do spend a lot of time, as I said, on the ground, because that is where they find most of their food. So natural sources of food are things like limpets, going through baskets, going through nests just like this, and they like to go destroy things and look through bark for different kinds of food. So that's exactly what she's showing you right now. She does a very good job at doing that. So another form of very natural food that they do get is a penguin. So everyone like penguins here? Yeah, unfortunately so does Tiara, but for a very different reason. She likes to eat penguins, and what she will do is she will go and she will eat her penguins, and she will have lots of food, and she will go and steal a penguin. What she's showing you right now, though, is something a little more unnatural. She does like to go and steal penguins. Do you want to go steal a penguin, Tiara? Right here. Good! She found her penguin. So she'll go into these holes, into these nests, and steal African penguin chicks. And what she'll do is she will go and take them for this very reason. But again, as I was saying, she does like to take more unnatural sources of food. What she will take is people's picnics. What she's found is that people are an excellent source of food. So she will like to take people's picnics and be able to do that because it's much easier than hunting for food. Another way of feeding is actually taking from birds' bins. She's learned this is a very easy source of food. She will absolutely get food from this, and she will be able to go and get lots of food from a bin. So she does a very, very good reason for going through all the bins and stuff. But she's doing a lovely job, and she's about to head off home. So, well done, Tiara.
Mama, I'm going to
Go on, Tiara. All the way home. There we go. Well done, Tiara, everyone. As I say, she is molting at the moment, so she can't really fly very well. This is perfectly natural. They do this where you get a nice set of feathers, a nice set of new clothes. But she did a wonderful job considering. So, we're going to be moving a little closer to home now. We're going to be going and meeting a bird that you might have been lucky enough to see in this country, because she is a barn owl called Gertie. Now, barn owls are found all over the world, but this particular one is actually found in the UK, and they are very bright in colour, which gives them another name of the ghost owl. So what she's going to be showing you is exactly how barn owls hunt in the wild. So these animals, they are naturally quite active hunters, and they will go out flying for food and listening for their prey. So what they do is actually listen out for things like mice, voles and small mammals over these big meadows, a little bit like this area here. So she's doing a wonderful job showing you just exactly how she does these circuits, how she does these figures of eights to go and find her food. And once she finds her food, she will jump on it and kill it on the floor. So she does this lovely, lovely job at doing that. Today what she's actually doing though is she isn't listening out for a prey, she's actually listening out for Tippy's whistle. So it's a nice breezy day today, so when she does go off flying, she will listen out for Tippy's whistle and she will know that she's done enough work for her food, and she gets to come in for a nice big reward. How I will tell you while she is sitting there, you might actually be able to see exactly how she does have this fantastic hearing of hers. She does have this love heart-shaped face, which gives her another nickname of the love arrow, but it does serve a very important purpose, which is that she actually works as a satellite dish, honing all that sound directly into her ears. So a little bit like us when we want to listen, she does like to listen. She will sit there and she will have her lovely heart-shaped face, and all the sound goes there. She's done a very, very lovely job at giving us lots of cuddles today. But what she is also showing you is that she does have this fantastic hearing as well, and it is actually also asymmetric. So if you look at the person to your left, to your right, you will see that your ears are usually in the same position on your face. But however, what she will do is she does actually have one ear slightly higher and slightly more forward than her other ear. And that means that she can hear a sound twice. So unlike us, where our ears work together and we can hear a sound once, she can actually hear a sound twice, which means that she can pinpoint exactly where that prey is when she goes and hunts. And that is how she has this fantastic hearing. But there we go, she's done one last circuit, so Timmy's going to call her in, so she's done a really good job. Lovely. Well, she is just there getting her little reward for doing such good work. I'll let you know just how about barn owls, unfortunately, in the wild. They're not doing so great. As I said, they do eat things like mice and voles, and as habitat loss is a thing in this country, their numbers are declining. However, there are things that we can actually do at home to help things like animals like Gertie. We can actually make sure that part of our garden grows wild flowers, and that does attract insects, which then attracts small mammals, which then attracts these lovely owls. Farms also are now actually trying to track them, as they are a really good source of natural pest control. But she's done a fantastic job. Well done, Gertie. Fabulous. So we're going to be moving slightly further afield now, and we will be heading to a bird that is found in Australia. You might actually be able to hear him now. He is called Bombora, and he is a laughing kookaburra. So laughing kookaburras are the largest species of kookaburra that can be found, and also the loudest species. You can hear them from miles away, which basically means that they have this very loud territorial call that allows people and themselves to hear each other. They are extremely social animals. So what Bombora is going to be showing you, hopefully in a second, is just how good he is at catching his food. So he is a omnivore predator. He will eat things like bugs and also large mammals and invertebrates, but he isn't a bird of prey. So a bird of prey catches food with their feet, and Bombora catches food with his beak. So what he will be doing in just a second is showing you exactly how he catches his food in his beak. And he does this wonderful job with it. So here he comes now. Hopefully, you guys will have to help me out, and he's going to give a nice big countdown. So, 3, 2, 1. Hey! But that is how he would catch things like bugs in the wild. But he doesn't just catch these bugs, he also catches larger things. Now, as we all know, Australia has very dangerous predators, prey out there, things that are things. So what he has to do is make sure that his prey is good and dead before he eats it. So he'll slam it, just like this, and one more slam on board to show everyone just how good you are at killing that frog. Fantastic, here you go. There you go. Should we show everyone here just how good you are at slamming your food as well? But this is exactly how he does it, because as I said, things are venomous out there, things are very dangerous, so he does have to make sure that his food is safe for him to eat. And then he will actually go and eat the whole thing whole. So I'm going to show everyone here just how good you are at slamming Fred the Frog. Don't worry, Fred is not a real frog. He is actually from Amazon Prime, as we say. And now more time. And you've done a fantastic job. Well done, Bombora. He's done a lovely job at showing you just how he likes to catch his food. So he is about to do a couple of flies over your heads now. So if you keep nice and stay still, just because he does like to give out a couple of haircuts as he flies. But what you'll see as he's flying, he does actually maybe look a little bit similar to a bird in this country, and that is because he's related to kingfishers, and they have that particular beak, that particular sword beak, to be able to hunt with it, just like he showed you earlier. But they are, as I said, from Australia, and they are very, very sociable. They live in large family groups where they all work together and they all live together. So they do have a very social life out there in Australia. But he's done an absolutely fantastic job, and he's heading up home. Well done.